At the end of the day, we have some very, very simple needs. And these needs, on the top of the list, always has been to feel contentment. Peace is not absence of war. Peace is not a declaration. Peace is a fundamental human need that needs to be felt from within. Is it just a dream? Personal peace is just a dream? A concept? An idea? Or is it a reality? Can it happen? Of all those things that we see out there, there are people say that that's our nature. All these wars and all of this is our nature. I disagree. Because when we are centered, when we're placed in that equilibrium, where our hearts are full, then our true nature shines. And the true nature that we have is beautiful.
For more than 40 years, Prem Rawat, or Maharaji as he is more commonly known, has dedicated his life to bringing a simple message of peace to people all around the world. Through his work, hundreds of thousands of people of different cultures and nationalities have been able to experience peace, beauty and fulfillment within their own lives.
We're looking at this world and it's like, this is something that really is missing. We need this, we need peace. And having somebody like Maharaji that is relentlessly speaking about peace, starting with every single person, every single human being, it is a message that is getting called. People are listening.
It seems like some people in these forums, they're finally actually realizing that they can't do it on their own. You cannot just say, be happy and do this and be happy, make a rule for it. You know, people have to feel it. And you need people like Maharaji out there on, you know, helping people find their inner happiness. That really complements what everybody's doing on the outside.
It's not the peace that we don't have war. It's finding peace inside and being in peace with myself. And then, how can I not be in peace with you if I'm in peace with myself? So that's what I think that he's talking about.
I want you to understand what it means for you to be alive. I want you to live this life consciously, not unconsciously. I want you to accept the goodness of every single day. I want you to squeeze the joy that is held in every single moment and have it for the rest of your life. I want to introduce you to a friend that is inside of you, which will ensure that you will never be lonely for the rest of your life. I bring too much good news for people to accept. I say to people, I have good news for you. You are alive. And people look at me like, what? You dragged us out here just to tell us that? But my friends, there is no better news. There isn't. There isn't. There isn't. And never will be. Not for you. Not for you. You are unique. There will never, ever be another one like you. Ever. Ever, 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 ever. And that's why it's important. Not for me, but for you. It is important for you that this face of yours wears the miracle of kindness, of joy, of gratitude, of understanding. Is that your truth? I don't know. You figure it out. But let me ask you one simple question. When you're figuring it out, listen to what your heart has to say. Because in this heart is the thirst for reality. In this heart is the thirst for that kindness. In this heart is the thirst to understand and recognize that miracle. In this heart is the thirst to feel that gratitude.
Listening to him, he made me aware of a part of me that I don't think that I had addressed or been in touch with maybe since my childhood. And he made me feel a simplicity and like feelings that I could remember feeling when I was like 10 or 12, playing outside on my own. It was really, really strange. So it was almost like my heart was this thing that had been almost, I mean, it's horrible to say, but like packed down in a box and put in the attic or, you know, for some years. And he was this wonderful person coming along saying, by the way, remember that box you packed away a few years ago?
The joy that I was feeling was actually emanating from my heart. And I couldn't put my finger on it. I mean, where's the heart? Tick, tick, tick. Yeah, okay. But where was this feeling coming from? And it was coming from somewhere inside of me. And I mean, to me, that was a powerful realization, very life-changing, because then I realized, well, this is why I'm investing so much time in listening to this message and listening to this man, because he's touching that part of me that the ancient philosophers and poets have all talked about, the heart, and it's real. And it was like, here I am, maybe 1999, sitting outside my house in suburban Brisbane, and I'm feeling it. And it was like, wow, this is amazing. I mean, this is real. It was so real.
A human being without peace is not complete.
In an average year, Prem Rawat will speak at over 100 different meetings and events all around the world. In the 4 decades that he has been engaged in his work, it is estimated that he has addressed over 12 million people.
The world will tell you this is what the world needs, this is what the world needs.
More recently, through the Words of Peace global TV program, his talks have become regularly available on television in over 40 different countries. Now, in any one week, his message can be reaching up to 10 million people.
Within a 3-month period where I watched videos consistently, I felt like I began to know more about myself than I ever had in any time in my life. And I felt like I was discovering things about me that I never knew was there.
Each time I listened, I had a slightly new perspective on what he was saying. Each time I approached his message again, I felt something in me shift a little bit.
It is so important for me to listen to what he's saying because it's a reminder constantly about that opportunity that I have every day.
Prem Rawat's concern for the well-being of people around the world extends beyond the promotion of inner peace. The Prem Rawat Foundation, TPRF, which he founded in 2001, also works to support the provision of nutritious food, clean water and eye care to people in some of the most impoverished parts of the world. He designed the innovative Food for People program to help people break out of the cycle of poverty by providing them with the basic needs of nutritious food and clean water.
He noticed that particularly in this rural area, in the Bantoli village area, that the children, although they were happy and seemed okay, they just seemed really thin, really malnourished. And he decided to start a facility there, which he called Food for People. This project was done in collaboration with the village elders, and the people of Bantoli looked at it as their project. So they were very happy to be part of it. It was really heartwarming to see that these children could now come back and continue their education.
Food for People programs are now being implemented in India, Nepal and West Africa. In its work, the Foundation partners with local and international organizations to ensure that aid is provided directly and efficiently. It works closely with local communities and places a strong emphasis on not interfering with cultures and religions and respecting each individual as a human being. As well as its ongoing programs, the Foundation is also involved in disaster relief work around the world. Working in partnership with organisations like Action Aid, Oxfam, World Food Programme and Water Aid, TPRF works to ensure that aid is delivered efficiently and effectively to those who need it the most. Over the years, Prem Rawat has received widespread recognition for his work. He has been honoured by the governors and mayors of states and cities across the United States and Europe, and has received the keys of cities in North and South America, Italy, Japan and Taiwan. He is increasingly asked to speak as an honorary guest at conventions and meetings on the topic of peace.
Do your future project include a visit to Libya or in some way offering help to this population? I'm sure that they would be very happy to meet you in the future.
I really feel that that's very heartfelt. I travel around the world wherever I'm invited and wherever I feel that I can help. So I would be very honored someday to be invited to Libya and to go there and to talk to the citizens of Libya. That would be wonderful. Because fundamentally, my message does not reach into the realms of religion or philosophies or cultures. It reaches for the heart of every human being.
I'm deeply, deeply thankful for him bringing peace and happiness into my life and unpacking that box where I had put my heart aside a bit, and made me see that I can have it all, that I can listen to my heart. I can have this beautiful, beautiful feeling of being alive in my life, and I can do all the other things that I do in life, and there's no conflict. He's never asked me to choose anything. He's never actually asked me to do anything. He's just made himself and his wisdom available to me, and I'll be forever thankful for that.
It's just so simple. It's a real experience that exists inside of me, and I can get in touch with it and enjoy it. And he is the one who is really facilitating this for me. I could have never ever, in my wildest dream, come even close to finding this out by myself.
I cannot tell you what peace is. Does that mean I haven't felt peace? I have felt peace. And I feel peace every day. But I can't tell you what it feels like. Like I can't tell you, what does sugar really taste like in my mouth? Because if you want to taste the same taste that I am tasting, you need to taste it too. And then and only then will you understand what I am talking about. For me, I understand this, that this life is a gift. And life makes all these other miracles possible. That you can be, that you can think, that you can admire, that you can have gratitude in your life. Gratitude, thankfulness. These are just attributes of peace.